Ladies and gents, and welcome to CG Reaction. This is Disturbing Things from Around the Internet Volume 1 by the channel NEXPO. The internet is full of creepy and disturbing finds. Tonight we are going to dive headstrong into 5 unsettling things that I recently stumbled upon. Enjoy. Enjoy is not the word I would use since it's disturbing, but alright. So this is basically all the disturbing events that happened and those images and videos ended up on the internet. That's what this video is. So yeah, let's see how disturbing it is. And remember people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. Then if you want to check other my reaction videos, check out the description. It's a playlist with all of my videos, so check the end cards. And let's watch the video.
Back in November, I mentioned that I was discontinuing my Unnerving YouTube channels and Unnerving YouTube videos miniseries to a mixed response. I told you guys not to worry, and that's because what you're about to watch is its direct and far improved replacement. Welcome to episode 1 of Disturbing Things from Around the Internet. This is essentially a one-stop shop for creepy finds that I might have stumbled upon recently while browsing online. We'll dive into not only creepy things from YouTube, but from all over the net as well. Today, we're going to dive into 5 hand-picked and disturbing finds from the internet.
Yeah, this is quite recent.
The recent Hawaii missile scare is one of the most unsettling real-life occurrences to happen in a long time.
Yeah, I remember seeing this on news and comedians making joke about it. But at the time I thought like, what the hell? Somebody mistakenly sent out this emergency message like nuclear missile is coming your way. I'm like, god damn man. Government sending you this message, that would be seriously scary.
Back in my Unnerving YouTube videos series, I included an entry about an emergency alert and how disturbing they sound. This is essentially that, but this time, it was for real. Hawaii's residents went into a state of panic following this broadcast, and there were all sorts of goodbyes being given due to the anticipation of all of their lives possibly being wiped out as time ticks closer and closer to the missile's estimated time of arrival, which was said to be just minutes from when the alert went live. Fortunately, this entire fiasco merely turned out to be a false alarm. The footage that residents took during the situation, however, is entirely disturbing. Take a look at some of it.
Missile threat to Hawaii. A missile may impact on land or sea within minutes. This is not a drill. If you are indoors, stay indoors. If you are outdoors, seek immediate shelter in a building.
Dude, first of all, if you don't know where Hawaii is basically between United States and North Korea. It's in the middle of a massive ocean. So North Korea and USA always being at each other's throat. I think this is during the time when tension was high during North Korea and USA. So being a Hawaii citizen and just seeing this message, the tension is high between North Korea and USA, and that just like Pearl Harbor, if anybody from North Korea is about to attack USA, there is a high chance they would attack Hawaii first. So you already know all these things, and at the same time you're just walking going on your business. This is not something that arrived on some news channel. This is an emergency message. So it takes over everything, takes over TV, takes over radio, whatever was going on, it stops and suddenly this message plays. I mean, there is something about everything getting halted and just this message getting priority. The feeling behind that is too strong. It's not just some message, it's emergency message. It suddenly appears on your radio, suddenly appears on your TV. That's way too strong. Like, man, they're stopping everything for this message. So it must be something. And then you read the message like a ballistic missile is coming. A ballistic missile. So it's going to be quick like that. A ballistic missile, nuclear ballistic missile is coming, and just seek shelter, just stay indoors, like that's going to help. So people like, okay, we knew this was gonna happen. We knew nuclear threat was real for a long time, and this is it. We're done. Everybody's saying goodbye to each other. It's just, oh my god. I'm trying to imagine being in that situation. Waking up, seeing that TV, seeing that playing on radio, seeing everybody's face, seeing outside how everybody's reacting. Oh my god, the panic. It just hurts just thinking about it. Fake message, are you kidding me, man? I don't care how much malfunctions happens to your system. This is the one thing that shouldn't be a malfunction into it. This is just heavy. I don't know what happened, but what a crime suddenly increased in the end, because there are screwed up people who see this as an opportunity to do whatever the hell they want. Because if that happened, this one screw up did really bad things then.
If you're watching this video, that means I didn't make it
Oh god.
because of the missile that's coming towards Hawaii. I just parred the last hole and I just hit the shiznik out of my ball. So I love you all, but I'm playing golf. It's the last thing I'm gonna do.
I mean, that guy is at the golf course. Of course, he's gonna like, okay, missile is coming. It's a ballistic missile, probably gonna reach here in minutes. What am I going to do? Drive, and then the missile hits and die. Everything's done. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna play golf since I'm here. This is what I love doing. I'm gonna die what I'm love doing. That's just seriously heavy stuff, man. It's not like that he want to play golf when he dies. He's there, so he's doing it, I guess.
Within minutes. This is not a drill. If you are indoors, stay indoors. If you are outdoors, seek immediate shelter in a
See, there you go. Whatever is playing in the background in the TV, that get overshadows. This message plays. No otherwise this message plays, and there's a red sign going over which says the message, and the voice is going on. TV is muted. Oh my god. This is too heavy, man. When everything national network channels got stopped and this message plays, it's just too much. I'm sure every channel has this. If somebody flips the channel, every channel has this message going on. I mean, you cannot imagine the level of fear that causes.
Remain indoors well away from windows. If you are driving, pull safely to the side of the road and seek shelter in a building or lay on the floor. We will announce when the threat has ended. This is not
Alright, they are saying constantly go to indoors for one simple reason. If a ballistic missile is nuclear fission missile, basically wherever it's going to hit, obviously some kilometers are going to be completely destroyed, atomized. Nothing will there won't be even dust in the air, so everything will be atomized. But after that, it's all the nuclear radiation spreading. So they are hoping if people goes indoors, there will be less chance of them getting irradiated. Even though that's really not true. If city gets hit, doesn't matter how much indoor you are, you basically have enough radiation in you to screw you up. But yeah, it's less than if you're outside, I guess. And the shock waves, if you are in the range of shock waves, there's a chance you will survive, but I think it's very less, because nuclear blast shock waves is too strong to even topple buildings. So it's not going to much help you there. If it's hydrogen bomb, doesn't matter how much indoors you go, the radiation will already be too strong to kill you.
The sheer terror that comes with an emergency alert, coupled with the idea that these residents believed that they only had a few more minutes to live, really puts things into perspective here. Hawaii is such an isolated state, and if there ever truly were an event like this that were to happen, these people would have absolutely nowhere to go.
I would say only one thing. Look, times like this, obviously, if somebody is going to hit you, they're going to hit a major city. If there are multiple missiles, they're going to hit major cities and popular areas, destination areas. So I would suggest to go to a place where it's not much popular, not many people are there, and stay there. That's the only thing, in countryside or somewhere, in mountains or something. because yes, radiation will come there too, but you'll have a better chance of surviving. At least direct nuclear missile will not kill you, because I highly doubt somebody's just going to send tons of 100 nuclear missiles at Hawaii thinking I'm going to flatten the entire damn ground. No, they're just going to attack popular cities. Ugh,
This
tornado.
YouTube video showed up in my recommended feed a few months back, and I've seen it a couple of times since then. It involves a family's venture as a tornado rips through their house. It opens with the husband filming a tornado a short distance away, and after a few seconds, it's evident that the storm is moving straight towards them. He then proceeds with his wife to the closet under the stairs, and the terror that follows is much, much more real than anything out of a horror movie.
Alright, when I was a kid, I used to watch, Discovery channels and things like that, where they just saw the tornado doing destruction. I always saw that as in awe, like, holy, I can't believe there is forces like that. I was a kid, so I didn't know science behind all this, but I can't believe there are forces like this that rips people's house apart. And that was kind of strange to me, since I'm an Indian and our houses not wooden houses, they are basically brick houses. So a tornado coming and ripping an entire house apart, that was really mysterious to me. But I also saw all the destruction, and kids, my friends, and they just saw as those kids thing, like, oh, isn't that cool, look at that, it destroyed everything. And at the time I was not like that. I was like, god damn, man, look at the destruction. Look at how much loss people suffered. I always see that, and I always got saddened watching that. So I hated tornado from the start, man. And then later I realized there are lots of places in the USA where tornado is so common that it just basically destroys a lot of houses. I don't have tornadoes where I live here, so I have no idea about tornadoes. I don't even get hurricanes here. So tornado, hurricanes, I don't know how strong they can get, but in USA it's such frequent, people's lives get destroyed, it's just ridiculous.
Look at this.
Holy shit. Holy moly. Alright. Holy shit.
Look at the panic in his voice.
I
Dude,
gotta go. I'm coming, honey.
wait a second. Look at the debris that are falling while the tornado's coming closer. Look at that. Oh my god.
Alright, I gotta go. I'm coming, honey. Shit, where you at, hon? God damn, it's bad. I say,
Look at the panic in his voice. My god.
oh my god.
What's that voice?
Okay, honey. Holy shit.
Is that...
Stay in. Oh, man. Oh. Shit.
Don't go out there.
No, not yet.
Don't.
Oh. Oh my god. Our house is freaking destroyed, Josie. Oh my god.
Oh my god. The woman crying there. This guy is in panic. I mean, every sentence you can feel the panic inside him. I would, normally I would say something like, if I were there, I wouldn't be so composed like he was. I would be scared. I would piss my pants or something like that. But no, I would be as composed as this, because you have to. It's about your family. Things like this, you're basically pissing yourself from inside, but you can't be like that from outside, because you have to think about your family. You have to think about your family's survival. So if I were there, I would just act like this, like immediately try to make sure that my family survives first, everything else comes later, and try to be as composed as I can be, like he's doing here. You can hear in his voice that he's breaking apart too, seeing his house like that. But he can't just burst out crying, because if he does that, who's gonna hold up his family? And why obviously his wife is crying there. Oh my god, look at the house, man. I mean, it's your house, it's your home, it's your thing. In the end of the day, it's where you come to, and it's your home. I don't know how else to explain this. It's your safe space. And seeing it destroyed like this, everything you owned just got destroyed like this. I mean, you didn't even know this was going to happen. You didn't even know which of your important things were where in your house. Suddenly tornado comes, maybe it will pass my house. Suddenly you realize, oh no, it's coming directly at my house, and you just run away like this, and you see everything's destroyed. You don't even know which of your important things are where, if it even survived. Do insurance company pays for things like this, or do they just chalk it up to natural, what was that, God's Act or something like that? Do they pay or do they don't pay? Because if they don't pay, oh my God, this level of damage. I hope this family can come out of this, man. This is too sad. Oh God, look at that.
I've never seen anything like it. Oh, shit.
I hope insurance company pays, man.
The way that they kept their composure after an event like that is absolutely mind-boggling, and if that were me, I don't think I'd be able to stay that calm. The sounds of the tornado alone are enough to put a horrific image into our minds,
Oh
and
my
the
God, look at the
aftermath of their
debris.
home is nothing short of grim and depressing.
That debris always gets me, man. Look at it coming, you don't see it, then
The
you suddenly
horrific
see,
image
look at the
into our
debris
minds,
coming.
and
Oh
the
my
aftermath
God.
of their home is nothing short of grim and depressing.
Oh my God,
This
look
video
at that.
isn't anything like a movie. It's genuine and unfiltered, and I can
Look at the outside of his house, even his neighbor's house. It's not just that even your house is destroyed, your entire neighborhood is destroyed. Oh my God. Everything that you knew, your neighborhood, yeah, everything you see when you go outside your house, when you come home, you see your home, you see your neighborhood, all of that is gone. It's just screwed up, man.
only hope that this family is successfully recovered.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of storm it is, this really is something that can happen to any of us, at any time.
Wait a minute, any of us? I'm sure not every state of the US faces tornadoes, right? There are just particular places like Minnesota, I think. Minnesota, I don't know how you pronounce it. I think I remember hearing about that place gets frequent tornadoes. But I don't know that every state gets it. Is it too frequent everywhere?
This is another Facebook post that went live on October 3rd. A user by the name of Terry made a post asking people if they heard the eerie radio broadcast that went live on nearly every station in Louisiana. She claimed that she couldn't find anything on the news regarding the matter, and that after reaching out to other individuals who posted videos of the same thing, determined that this was happening all over the US. This is what they heard.
Alright, I see what it is. First of all, somebody sees that and like, oh, aliens, UFOs, something supernatural. No, it's not. You remember seeing one of those news channel which covers some story where some people wants to be anonymous, doesn't want to come out, so they mask their voice, and their voice sounds like this demonic voice because they mask it that way, so nobody knows who they are. This sounds like that, like somebody's voice is masked, so nobody can understand it. So it sounds that demonic type of voice. So I feel like this is probably some secret agency like CIA or something there, one of the secret recordings that somehow got out or something, basically went onto this, radio frequencies, and people captured it. That's the only explanation I can come up with. First I thought, it could be that people are playing joke, but all of this frequency had this message. This feels like more like a government screw up than anything else.
Now, it sounds like a distorted voice naming off states, and hearing it obviously raises alarm. Allegedly, according to radio broadcast stations, this was an emergency alert test that was sent out, and apparently this happens all the time.
No.
The stations claim that it's due to a difference in sampling rate from the raw broadcast to the radio station. If they're out of sync, it causes creepy distortion like you just heard.
No.
This is, of course, what the radio stations claim.
No. You can clearly see that it's intensely, distorted like that. Like, one of the, like I said, you see in the, news channels and things like that. This is like what I said. It's the government agencies screw up, and they are contacting this radio, radio places to just say this is a matter of national security. To say that this was, a test message that just got out and nothing to worry about. But this is basically government screw up.
What was actually being broadcasted, however, is to be determined.
Because people don't just, radio broadcasts don't just, test things like this. They would say in advance that we are testing the message, wait a second and things like that. They would not just give out message out of the blue like that to scare people.
This was a very interesting thing to follow. Back in 2015, a Reddit post was made in the conspiracy subreddit by a user claiming that they lived very close to a supposed daycare that had an extremely strange look to it, and in all 5 years of them living there, have never seen a kid arrive or leave. As expected, this struck interest in Redditors, and people started throwing in suggestions for what it could be. Some claimed that it could be a money laundering center, while others suggested that it could be used for child trafficking.
There's a
There
cartoon
was
telling us
also,
to stop asking
of course,
questions.
a group that believed that this was simply a real daycare and that there's nothing more to see. Things got interesting though when one user named Deathship commented this: "I'm going to advise you guys to stop looking into this place." This just
Yeah, okay, a cartel member named Deathship is saying on Reddit, because he has an account on Reddit, to say stop looking into this place like he's some kind of Italian mafia or something. No, this is some troll. Come on, man.
drove the interest in the building up even more. After looking into Deathship's background, they came to the consensus that he's potentially just a troll trying to scare people.
Oh, shit.
However, that doesn't discount the other comments left by users claiming the same thing that the original poster did: that they live in the area and have never seen a kid come in or out in years. They also went to the Funtime Kids Care website and described it as being super sketchy and plain, with a bunch of stock images and a phone number. When people decided to call it, they were either sent a voicemail or a lady would answer in a very eerie tone before hanging up on them. One other user
That doesn't say much. First of all, people see that as sketchy because they want to see it as sketchy, and women just bad customer care. That's not unheard of either. So that doesn't say much. I don't see. I can see poorly managed daycare, but how can something nefarious be going inside daycare? Daycare is not something low key. You would not open daycare and try to do something nefarious thinking people will not look into this. It's a daycare. People expect that thing to be crowded, their voices coming out like kids' voices, kids playing or something. If you want to do something nefarious, you don't open something as a daycare. So, I don't see it, man.
claim that it's indeed a real daycare and that they used to be a mail carrier for that neighborhood. However, one part of their response was a little strange. They said that it is in fact full of kids, but every single time that they deliver mail, no matter the time of day, it would always be nap time.
Oh, that's
Pretty
creepy.
strange stuff, but that's not even the end of it. People took to Google Maps Street View to check out the place, and they determined that the windows to the daycare have been covered up for years. And
First of all, why are windows like this? That alone makes it creepy, but maybe that's how the daycares are everywhere, who knows. And as far as the, male guy, maybe his route timing is same, so he basically arrives around the same time. Let's say he arrives at 11 a.m. one day, or that day he arrives at 11:30. Sometimes he arrives 10:45. It's in the same ballpark. So I'm just giving random things. The point is, if his route at the same time, and that's the route he's going to, and just some fluctuation in time, that's not enough time. Maybe that is the nap time every day. That doesn't say much.
And have hardly ever changed. One of the few instances of somebody being outside of the building is one snapshot that a user caught where someone is out in the backyard for some reason or another. This led to even more speculation, prompting people to check out the place in person, which quickly became a large problem. One Redditor claimed that they traveled to visit the daycare, and at night, when they got a glimpse inside, they saw nothing but a chair aimed at a TV, showing surveillance footage of another room.
Yeah, okay.
Of course, many other people visited the daycare, even during, quote, operating hours, to try to get...
Okay, I'm sorry. That just sounds made up. I mean, he went there, he saw a chair, he saw a TV, and there was a surveillance camera of the other room. First of all, any person sees that and immediately panics and goes to the cops. Alright? So no, that did not happen. He's just making shit up to, just for the internet, he's just making things up. I don't see that.
Get a peek into their windows. This led to another large issue in itself regarding grown adults trespassing on a private property to peek into a window of a supposed daycare with supposed children. People even began taking photos of the few children that they saw outside the place.
There you go.
This inevitably led to an even larger issue, so police began to monitor the place and Redditors were urged to stay away. One person managed to get pictures of the inside.
It's normal.
It seemed pretty ordinary. After doing even more digging on the place, Redditors dug up the owner's name, and it's rumored that the building owner purchased the daycare for his mother to give her something to do with her time. Allegedly, she's been running the daycare for years, even though they have multiple violations on their state record. This is, of course, speculation and determinations from Reddit, so take these with a grain of salt. All in all, the general consensus is that this is indeed a normal daycare. A strange, eerie, and creepy one, but a daycare nonetheless.
Ah man, come on, look. First of all, it's very easy to check this out. It's a daycare time where kids are. One of the neighborhood adults just basically goes to the cop, go himself, like, man, I'm a father of a kid, and I just want to check your daycare out and just get inside by talking like that, just to check if everything's fine or not. What are you scared of? And if you can't do that and somehow they don't let you in, you should take one of the cops and just basically go inside thinking it's a neighborhood security thing. We have to check what's happening. It's a daycare, it's not somebody's house. I mean, you can get inside. Cops can go inside just to check. We got the call that they heard some disturbance from inside, so we need to check or something like that. Just go inside and check it. Are there kids there? Everything normal there? This is not something that far thing to think. And I don't think this is a genuine issue. This is just an issue that somebody created on the internet. Because look at the house close to the daycare. That's way too close. If something nefarious was going inside, the person living here immediately would realize it one point or another. That person sometimes coming out of his house hears something or sees something or even gets suspicious, like, man, that daycare is always silent. That daycare is always suspicious. Even he could go there and check it out, like, man, what's happening here? Why is it always abandoned or something like that? So I don't think this is true. And if something nefarious was going on, they would not mask it as a daycare. That doesn't make sense. Daycare draws attention. There are kids there. Look at that. Look at behind the daycare. There is something there. So kids can go out and play or something like that. So that would draw attention. Like, why is there no kids just like it did in here? Why is there no kids? Why are kids' voices not coming from the daycare? The person living here would like, I live so close to you. It's like basically some feet. And I never heard a kid, playing, screaming or whatever. What's happening here? So I don't see this as a thing. It's just basically poorly managed daycare at best. I don't see something nefarious going on here.
We just dove into 5 disturbing things from around the internet. I hope you guys enjoyed the concept of this, and if you have anything that you'd like me to look into, no matter what it is, for a future installment, please do let me know.
Yeah, okay. So this was a great video, man. I have not come upon some video that is really this interesting. I mean, it's a 13-minute video and I'm already a half an hour in. I talked more than there is a video of it. I love it when there is instances like this which I can think, I can feel, I can comment upon. Like, you know, that Hawaii message thing, that was just disturbing. I was keep thinking about like how would it feel? It's just effed up. And that tornado thing, oh my god. The family's house got destroyed, basically their lives got destroyed. I hope they came out of that. Lots of people don't, I hear. So that's just effed up. I hope insurance company pays for that, because since it's such a common thing, I hope government went like, you know what, act of God is no longer, tornadoes are covered or something like that. Because I think floods are covered, isn't it? I don't know. I saw some John Oliver thing or somewhere where they was talking about like floods are covered under some kind of insurance, so they would just pay for it. I don't know, man. So yeah, this was something. Well, people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe, and comment down if you want to react to some other video. And check out the description for more of my videos. There is a playlist there with all of my videos, and check out the end cuts, I guess. And I'll see you next time.